Hello, yes, and welcome to another episode of MLS Ireland. Well, I'll be bringing to you my predictions for this week's MLS games. There's only two more weeks left. Getting interesting. Hello, thank you very much for joining me. My name is Sean and this is my predictions for this week, and there's only 2 more weeks, this week and next week, which is kind of sad, but we're getting into the playoffs and kind of into the why this basically everybody enjoys MLS. I'm not really big on the playoffs, but it does kind of beat not much really happening. So I'm going to start off with a few games this week just to give me my predictions. I'm just going to have the other games kind of just scrolling up and down on one of these corners. So the first game obviously is going to be New York Red Bulls against DC United. It was going to be a good one. I did expect a lot of goals to be in this game. I looked for the stats. New York City aren't really good at home in front of their 10 fans, and DC United are pretty good away, but this has been a derby thanks to the MLS, I think, in their rivalry week thingies. Where if you were on Twitter, you would have seen New York Red Bulls destroying a whole pile of cans. That money would have went to Red Bulls. Makes sense, I think, in the long run. This is going to be a good game to see if Assad starts properly into this game. With Wayne Rooney and Acosta, and I really want to see if they can actually conjure up a good win to get them kind of higher up in the positions, because they haven't really been playing fantastic at the moment, nor has Red Bull. But it's going to be one of those games where it kind of determines in the playoffs where the whole thing where they meet up with other teams. So hence that it's going to be a good game. It's going to be a tight game. I'm expecting quite a few goals, so I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw. As I said, it's going to be a good game. I think it's going to be very cagey at the start until that first goal comes in, and then it's just going to be all hell breaks loose, hopefully. And it's going to be on TV here. And the next one is another game that I'm looking forward to, is Colorado Rapids against FC Dallas. Colorado Rapids now were bottom. Now they're slightly picking it up, and they won their last 4 games at home, which is very surprising, and they can slightly make it into the playoffs, which is going to be even more well done to them if they do, against FC Dallas, who I think basically have given up and are basically just trying to get into good momentum for the next season, so their kids and stuff can really get at it again. But I do believe the Rapids are probably going to be in charge of this game. FC Dallas are just not going to be at the races in this game. So saying that, Rapids going to go for a 2-0 win. Tim Howard, I think this is his last game at home, so I think that I would suggest this game, the Colorado Rapids are going to be really up for this game. Obviously the next game is Minnesota against LAFC. It's going to be 2 good teams. LAFC, been a long day, and it's winning morning. LAFC away from home, they haven't really been very great this past month, even though they won the Supporters Shield last week or during the week. And I do believe they probably slightly put their foot off the gas as the termination goes against Minnesota, and Minnesota probably will at home really should, with their fans and all that stuff behind them, I do believe they should win this game 2-1. But like I said, LAFC could basically keep their strong team out and then walk it. But I do believe LAFC will probably rest a few players for the playoffs, like Vela and stuff. So it's going to be an interesting one. I'm going to go for a 2-1 win. And the other game I'm going to pick out is Montreal against Atlanta. Atlanta now without Joseph Martinez against Montreal, who are slacking at the moment, but they're capable of beating a good team on their day. Montreal, I don't think they're making the playoffs at the moment, which is kind of disappointing, because they did have a good team. They have Bojan now, and you would have expected them to really kick on during this time, but they really haven't. Against Atlanta, who I expect to win this game 2-1. It's going to be an interesting game. I'm kind of curious to see now how Atlanta play away from home without Joseph. It's going to be a good one. And then probably just another one, Real Salt Lake against Houston. Real Salt Lake are probably going to annihilate Houston. If you're a Houston fan, sorry, but I'm going to go for a 3-0 win for Real Salt Lake. It's going to be a good one. And the rest of the predictions are probably just going to go on at the end of the show. If you're going to stick on to watch them, I'm going to put them all at the very end. So thank you very much for joining me. Hope to see you on next week's predictions, and I hope you subscribe. So thank you very much, and see you later. Bye now.